On behalf of the Afghan people, I would like to thank the international organizations who've worked with us over the years to advance our development agenda. A new Afghanistan has emerged over the past 2 decades, and with it, an entirely new set of expectations from our citizens. Given that Afghanistan is a country with very limited and declining resources, and we are also in the middle of a war and a pandemic, it will be a huge challenge for us to deliver on these expectations. The main theme of our development agenda is to meet these new expectations by doing much more with much less in the face of daunting challenges. We need to deliver with quality, speed, and efficiency, and this will require a very open dialogue with you, our partners, and our citizens to ensure that when and if the context changes, we can adjust.
The Afghan people have suffered for far too long. I urge the redoubling of efforts towards an immediate unconditional ceasefire in order to save lives and prevent the further spread of COVID-19. This will create a conducive environment for the Afghanistan peace negotiations in Doha, a major opportunity to realize the long-held aspirations of the Afghan people. An inclusive process in which women, young people, and victims of conflict are meaningfully represented offers the best hope of sustainable peace. If we can link that with economic opportunity, then the prospects will be even higher. Today is an opportunity to work together towards that goal.
We're one of the country's earliest investors, now over 25 years, operating both not-for-profit and for-profit institutions with a broad range of partners in the process, but always with a singular goal, Afghanistan's development. That's why we established Roshan Telecommunications, restored and run the Serena Hotel, founded the first microfinance bank of Afghanistan, the French Medical Institute for Mothers and Children, where we engage the Ministry of Health and the French government as partners, and also the new public-private partnership, Badakhshan Energy, like Pamir Energy in Tajikistan, all examples of flagship economic projects that feature innovative partnerships, in addition to AKDN's numerous education, healthcare, livelihood, civil society, and cultural programs and institutions. Enabling a vibrant civil society, alongside embracing the country's remarkable pluralism, is key for economic development. Afghanistan requires an inclusive approach to civil society and all of its people to reach its extraordinary potential.
L'aide française sera orientée en priorité vers les secteurs de la santé et de l'éducation en Afghanistan. Pour combattre l'épidémie de Covid-19 et soutenir l'accès aux soins pour les plus vulnérables, le président de la République, Emmanuel Macron, a décidé d'octroyer cette année un paquet d'aide de plus de 2 millions d'euros à l'Afghanistan, dont 1,5 million d'euros de financement exceptionnel pour l'Institut médical français de la mère et de l'enfant de Kaboul, dont nous accompagnons la phase d'expansion régionale.
One lesson AKDN has learned from its work globally is that diversity and pluralism in our thinking is essential. Traditionally, differences have been seen as something that divides. We know they can also be a source of positive strength. As Afghanistan enters a new period of transition, it will need the contributions of all its peoples, men and women, in every part of the country. It will need all their talents to build an inclusive future with more opportunities, requiring more education, more knowledge, more private initiative. We will remain deeply engaged in education, where we have supported teachers and students, especially Afghan girls, in hundreds of schools. Our work to strengthen the health system spans Bamiyan and Badakhshan and the French Medical Institute for Mothers and Children. Every AKDN agency contributed to Afghanistan's pandemic response. In culture, AKDN has restored some 150 heritage sites, symbols of the strength from Afghanistan's connections to the rest of the world. The transformation of the Bala Hisar Citadel into an archaeological park is a recent example of this work. All of this must be underpinned by better economic opportunities for all Afghans. AKDN has been guided by a fundamental belief that the key to the country's future is in a vibrant, meritocratic, pluralistic civil society. The Ismaili Imamate and the Aga Khan Development Network reaffirm our deep and enduring commitment to the Afghan peoples and to a peaceful, pluralist Afghanistan.